Okay, so I'm going to be doing number 2 for my video. So we have an inversion heterozygote has following inverted chromosome: LM centromere NOS RQPTU. And A asks, show how this chromosome would pair with a normal chromosome in a heterozygote during gametogenesis. And B asks, what would the meiotic products if a crossover occurred between genes R and S on one inverted and one normal chromosome. So we're going to start by writing our normal one. This is the inverted one. So let's get our normal one. So for A, this would be LMN PQRSTNU, and we ended up getting this after the inversion: LM centromere NOSRQPTU. So by looking at it, we can see that we got an inversion from P, Q, R, and S. Right there. And this does not involve the centromere, which means this is going to be a paracentric inversion of P, Q, R, and S. So we got to do the pairing now. We'll start with this. LM, and we got the centromere, NO, and P, Q, R, and S have to go in the loop. So in this middle area, since those are the ones that are going to be inverted. NO, P, Q, R, S, and then we have T and U at the end, since they're not involved. So when we replicate this, we're gonna draw the centromere here. It's our centromere. Okay. So we're gonna get LM NO P Q R S T and U. Now we're going to do the loop. LM centromere. It's going to be here. NO. And then we're going to have P, Q, R, S, T, and U. So we're going to go ahead and replicate this. Centromere goes there. Like that. Something like that. L, M, centromere, N, O, P, Q, R, and S, and T, and U. So now B's asking, what would the meiotic products if a crossover occurred between genes R and S, so between R and S, on one inverted and one normal chromosome. So we're going to have normal chromosomes and one inverted. So our first one is going to be our normal one. We're going to get LM. I'm doing this one. LM, and then we got our centromere, NOPQ, R, S, T, and U. Since it's normal, we're not crossing it over. T and U. Our second one will be crossed, and it's going to be LM, our centromere, NOPQ, and here's where we'll start doing the cross. So we get R, and between R and S, so this R is going to be crossed over here to this S. And then we'll just go ahead and follow where this S is going. So that S will take us to O and N this way. And then we have our centromere. Oh, it's going to be on this third one. O-N, centromere, M-L. Okay, so for our third one, we're going to start on this third chromosome. I'm going to start with U and T. And then we're going to follow this little loop. So then we get P, Q. And this is R. We have R right there. And this is where we'll cross over to this S, since we haven't used it. And then T and U. And, okay, so since this one has 2 centromeres, it's non-viable because splitting will occur between those 2 centromeres. And this one has no centromere. So it's non-viable because it will just get lost. So our final one, I'm going to start on this one, our fourth one. So we'll start with LM, centromere, NO, I didn't mean to cross those out earlier, NO, and then we just kind of follow the loop, S, and then we got a cross over here. Wait, actually we're not crossing on this one since this is our normal one. So we have S, P, Q, no, S, R, Q, P. T and U. And this one, so these two will be viable. Since all the genes are present in 1 and 4, and 2 and 3 will be non-viable. That's it.